Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Getting ready to do my updates. Giving you guys a rundown how the day went with earthquakes. All right. Now, first and foremost, let's start with Alaska and California. Alaska today had a lot of quakes. Never seen anything like this before. But of course, what that tells me, the planet, our planet Earth, is getting closer to the binary star. All right. Now, southern and the middle of California had a lot of quakes also. I would say California today had 10 to 12 quakes over maybe 3.0. They were scattered all over, but at the same time, what worries me with the quakes in California is how frequent these quakes are. It tells me the fault line is pretty much moving or pretty much already broken apart, yeah, under the ground. It's just a matter of time for California's out in the ocean. I do believe that's going to happen. I know it sounds crazy, but watch looking at the data, it tells me that something serious is bad is going to happen to California. Also, Alaska. Alaska is out of control with quakes, man. Uh, the fault line that run through California also went all the way up to Alaska. In Alaska right now, it's very very active. The middle of Alaska had like three quakes today. The southern part of Alaska had like eight, nine, maybe up to 10 quakes. And all these quakes were over like 2.5 magnitude. Plus, they got a lot of small tremors there too, which I don't want to emphasize too much, but it's a lot, especially California. And the crazy thing about this is that these tremors and these quakes are happening every 20 to 30 minutes in these places. And people need to be aware of this. So I just want you guys, I'm just bringing this to your attention for you guys to be aware. Nevada, Idaho, and Utah had some small quakes, 2.5. I mean, yeah, they're not as big, but yet still they're worth recognizing. All right. New Mexico had a whole bunch of them, maybe three or four. Kansas and Texas also. Now let's go all the way down to the Caribbean where that volcano is erupting. Let's go to Dominican Republic. Now, Dominican Republic had three quakes today. They had two big ones over 4.0 magnitude. Puerto Rico, guys, there was a huge one at the northern end of Puerto Rico, north, extreme north, 86 kilometers out in the ocean, and there were at least six of them south, right at the shoreline. So if you guys are in Puerto Rico, guys, you guys need to be extremely careful over there because the earthquake is extremely active. All right. And it's not going to stop because that fault line runs straight through Puerto Rico. Now, South America, Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia had some quakes today. Um, Fiji had some quakes. Indonesia had a few quakes also today, like around four of them. Most of them were in the south. Russia today was getting hammered. Southern part of Russia was getting hammered with quakes. Japan didn't have any. Africa had a quake, the middle of Africa, which was very surprising. Iran, the Middle East had some quakes today too. Quite a few of them, by the way. There was some small quakes in Greece, Italy. Over there in Europe, France had some small quakes also. So it's getting back active again, guys. I just want you guys to be highly aware. New Zealand also have quakes. I want you guys to be highly aware of these earthquake activity because it is getting active again. All right. So be highly aware. Now also get ready to for the increase in gas price. There was actually a cyber attack on the biggest gas or oil company here in the U.S. that provide 2.5 million barrel of gas around the United States, and now they put everything on hold. They're not sending out gas anymore for quite a while. What's going to happen? It's going to create a spike in gas price because the demand is going to go extremely high and the supply is actually going down. So that actually going to create a surge in gas prices and inflation too is getting out of control, folks. You guys seeing the price of goods and services now? You guys seeing it, especially grocery. You guys been to Walmart, those places, Target. You guys seen buying your grocery. You realize that the same amount of the grocery list money is no longer the same, it's actually a lot higher. It's because the currency is devaluing, guys. It's actually going down. All right. They're printing money like crazy. It's not backed by anything. All right, folks. So prepare yourself. It's not going to get better. It's actually going to get worse. Inflation is going to get worse. Cost of living is going to get worse. Price of home is going to get worse. It's going to get higher. All right. So it's really sad to see what's coming. I already know what's coming. Homelessness is going to be through the roof. A lot of Americans are going to be homeless, especially after May 31st when they lift the moratorium. There's over 4 million homes that's behind their mortgages over 14 months. Where are those people going to go? Right after they lift the moratorium, those homes now belongs to the bank, and those people that in those homes have to find somewhere else to go. It's a lot of renters who pay their rent too. My point is, guys, sometimes a lot of people still believe till this day that the power at be or the government is here to help them. So I'm going to listen to them. By listening to the government, you see where you're at, right? You're going to be homeless, right? Having nowhere to go, right? Didn't pay the mortgage, didn't pay their rent. I get it if you can't pay. I get it. Some people just can't pay because they don't have the job to do it, to cover that debt load. But I've known people who can pay the mortgage and didn't choose to pay the mortgage because they choose to listen. And I told them, don't do that. There is no way a third party can come in between a contract that you have with a bank. I don't care if it's the government. I don't care who it is. There is no way a third party person can void that contract and tell you not to pay your bills. It's not possible. But people still listen and they're going to be homeless. It's really sad what's coming. But I already know that it's not going to be pretty. Earthquakes are not going to be pretty either. The Earth now is moving back towards the binary star. It's moving back. That's why the earthquakes are picking back up again. They're picking back up. Trust me. And the fault line that run through California is extremely active right now, especially in California and Alaska. Never seen it like this before. I already know where this is going. It's going to be worse. Commodities that made up our food that we buy off the shelf are going to go in decline, are going to be scarce. What that means, it's also going to put a strain on food production. And what do we need to survive as people? Food and water, right? So it's going to cause a seriously spike in food price, which is the inflation, guys. All right, all that money that they were printing for the past 2 years, giving it away to people, and people think it's free. Really think that money was free? It's not. This is the time to pay back that money. We're going to pay back with goods and services, especially the food that we buy, especially the gas that we put in our car to go from point A to point B to point C to point D. You get the drift. All right? This is how that money is going to be paid back. It's a mandrake system, guys. You guys didn't know that? The money's not backed by anything. The only thing backed the money is debt. So every time they print, they have to get the money back and get a return off that money ninefold. 9 times the amount they give out, guys. It's called the mandrake system. You guys need to read a book called Creatures from Jekyll's Island so you can understand money mechanics a little bit better. All right, guys? So most of this video was really about earthquakes. Earthquake is picking up, guys. I'll do a lot more videos here on my YouTube channel, also on Facebook, to keep you guys informed. I was off for a little bit. I was away for a little bit, but I'm back and I will give you guys as much information as possible. Really appreciate your patience and thank you guys for always watching my video. I value you guys. All right. That's why I keep doing these videos. I really do care. Thank you guys so much. I can't stay too long and I have to go. So ciao, peace, and I will see you in the future pretty soon. All right. Bye.
You didn't go back far enough in your history.